So I'm back. I'm doing a First Amendment audit on the Lincoln City Court, or Lincoln City City Hall office. I noticed that she pressed a button when I was asking her questions on the last video, and she shut the window on me. Now I come up to Public Works. How you doing? Hey, got a couple questions for you guys.
Sure. Are we on camera?
Yeah, you're on camera.
All right, what's your question?
I heard a couple of times that Oregon passed a law several years ago, probably a century ago, basically outline construction along the coast area.
Okay.
Do you know anything about that?
Like regarding state parks, maybe?
Or like on the beach?
Yeah, along the beach areas.
Well, they, was it back in the 60s? They did they passed the laws, made it public space, all public space.
Okay. Yeah.
There's another that's about where you can't develop and then create basically riprap to save your property, but a lot of those are grandfathered in. I can't remember the date. There's that.
Yeah, I remember reading about something about one of the governors wanted to keep the Oregon coast, the way it is, and so that we didn't develop on our coast like they did in Southern California.
Yeah, I think that was Governor Tom McCall.
Tom McCall?
Republican.
Do you like that idea?
I can't have an opinion as it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, I find the Oregon coast very beautiful
Yes,
and stuff, and a lot more beautiful than California, because California along the coast got all these.
Northern California is pretty nice. It's very similar, like especially Las Cosas in Mendocino County. Has some very spectacular scenery.
What about Santa Barbara down?
Well, it's pretty crowded.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I just wanted to find out about that because I know one of the governors passed a law banning, a lot of construction along the coast and making public lands and stuff like that.
Right.
So, all right. Thank you.
Yeah. Have a good day.
All right. You too. Here's our planning maps. And that's urban renewal. All right. How you doing today?
Good. How you doing?
All right. Are you security up here?
Me? No.
Oh, okay. I noticed the lady down there in the municipal court thing called on me, or she pushed some button when I was asking her questions.
Oh.
So.
Oh, no. I do night maintenance.
Oh, okay. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
All right, I'm videotaping just so you know. I was curious about something.
Yes,
What percentage of fine money goes, as far as goes into the city finance?
Are you talking general fund?
Yeah.
I don't know the answer to that, unfortunately. I'm water billing.
Oh, okay.
You can put in a records request with the city recorder, and you can get fine detail
You're welcome.
information. The form's over on the wall.
Okay, thank you. How you doing? Well, most of the offices have been pretty nice in here. The municipal court has been anything but nice. I felt like I treated her respectfully and with nice questions. Oh, look at that. They closed up. Hey. Yep. How you doing?
How's it going?
All right.
So what's going on?
Just up doing video.
What do you? Well, is there a reason for it, or?
Just wanted to see what's going on.
Okay. Well, the court just called concerned. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't. You have to let people know that you're recording them with audio, but video is fine.
Yeah,
okay?
I did that.
Okay. I'm just saying. I can see you're pointing at me, and I know you're recording me.
Yeah.
So what? Is there a purpose to it today? Or are you just trying to?
No, I had a couple questions to ask. I thought I'd put it on my YouTube channel.
Okay.
And one of them I asked is, does she think it's a conflict of interest for Lincoln City to write tickets, for Lincoln City to hold a court hearing, and for Lincoln City to collect the revenue?
We don't collect the revenue from the tickets.
You don't?
We don't get money for it. No, it all goes to the state.
And the state gives it back, right?
Not that I'm aware of, no. But I mean, that's a little outside of what I do.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you have any other further questions, anything like that to do?
No, I noticed she pushed the panic button, so I stayed.
She didn't push a panic button. They just called.
Oh, okay.
Okay. She just called and said, "Hey, suspicious activity. Some male here recording us and wanted contact." Doesn't know why.
Right.
Okay. So, do you have any further business here at the Muni Courthouse or anything like that?
I plan on seeing the other floors, seeing what they're like.
Okay. Well, downstairs is the city library.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then you can't go upstairs because that's business offices and stuff like that. Okay.
Okay.
There's nothing open to the public up there.
Right.
Okay. So this floor and downstairs are the only two floors that the public has access to. Otherwise, you know, unless you're here for the market, the McKay's market.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm gonna talk to her and make sure she's okay and feels safe.
Yeah.
I would say, you know, obviously I understand why you're recording, but if you don't have another reason to be here, other than causing some sort of a little bit of an alarm, can we kind of agree on that a little bit?
I had no intent to cause any alarm.
Okay. Okay. Give me a second. Yeah, she's not here anymore. Okay.
All right.
What are they?
Oh, not much. Just doing some videoing.
Yeah. Sounds like fun.
It is. Court clerk sat there and said that she felt intimidated because I was videotaping. So, yeah.
So, can I ask why you're videotaping?
You can ask.
Because I think some of our employees were a little bit taken aback because you were asking them pointed questions.
Okay, I'm audio and video recording, so I just thought I'd let you know. Officers I don't have to tell, civilians I do. You understand? So that's why I told you. Yeah, I always ask pointed questions. You know? I asked the lady up there what percentage of the revenue that the city goes into the general fund comes from tickets.
Okay.
That's a pointed question. That's, you know, I asked the lady over here, does she feel that it's conflict of interest for Lincoln City to ticket someone, hold a hearing to determine if someone's guilty of a traffic violation, and collect the money? And I noticed it looked like she pushed the little panic button, so otherwise I would have been on another floor. But see, I don't run from police, so if I know someone's calling, I'll stick around.
Okay. Well, and a lot of those questions our employees don't necessarily know the answers to, so they should probably be pointed to like the city manager or the city attorney. And
Well, those I don't talk to. I don't talk to city attorneys.
okay, I'm just telling you, and so that's usually because they don't necessarily know the answer to those questions or how to answer that question. And if they feel intimidated, they have been instructed to call the police because, you know, we have to protect our employees too.
I understand.
Yeah.
And if I was up here threatening or being a threat, I'd fully understand.
I think what is the problem is that you're videotaping them and not knowing why you're videotaping them. You know, anytime anybody videotapes me and doesn't give me a reason, I would be concerned about it.
I understand.
So, you know.
Well, I videotape everywhere I go.
Okay.
Anytime I go into a public video or public building, the video goes on.
Is there a reason for that?
Just the way it is. I like to document what I do. That way, you know, say for instance, the officer wanted to arrest me and I wound up on the floor bleeding, right? If I didn't resist, right, the video could clearly show that I didn't resist. If I did resist, then the video would show differently. Like the Starlight Parade, an officer said I spit in his face. Right? The video clearly showed that I did not spit in his face.
Well, just for your information, we actually have video cameras all throughout our building, and it's for that purpose.
Yeah, I know. They had an officer actually grab my camera in Portland at the Justice Center, and you got on the bottom floor, you got the police station, then you got the jail, and then you got the other parts of the police station, right? And jail. They're all throughout the place. And it's amazing, man. That officer grabbed my camera and I had videotape of it, right? But it just so happens 4 of the cameras, 4 of them, not one, but 4 of them just so happened did not work at the time he grabbed my camera. I call that a coincidence.
So would you like to make an appointment to meet with the city manager?
No.
To get your questions answered?
No, because I'm going to be leaving the city pretty soon.
Okay.
This was my second to the last stop.
Okay.
Are you a YouTuber? What's your handle?
Robert West.
Robert West. Okay. So when are you going to upload this one?
Uh, what? Probably tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Yeah, tomorrow or Friday.
You guys are together?
Oh, that's my dad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just came over here for a visit, and then
Did somebody get a ticket? Is that what's transpired this whole thing? Or is
No.
Just for information?
I do it all the time. I go to Clackamas, Multnomah County, Hood River.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
have you done it in Santa Barbara too,
I did it in Santa Barbara too.
California?
I did it back east.
How many followers do you got?
Over 10,000.
You got 10,000 followers?
Yeah.
That's a good amount. You get paid by YouTube?
Only a couple $100 a month. Not that
That's
much.
it? Well, that's still better than nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So you do this to supplement your income?
No, I do this because I'm a First Amendment activist.
Well, that makes sense.
I believe
How many times have the police been called when you've been doing something like this in the city building like you're doing right now?
Hood River, I did it twice. They called the cops twice. Second time, some ranking guy, I think he was a lieutenant, sat there and said, "Oh, hey, Robert, how you doing? All right. Were you harassing anyone? No, just asking questions. All right." And then,
What, have you got answers?
huh? I get answers there once in a while.
Yeah. Are they typically the same answers as from one place to the next?
No.
No?
I mean, stuff like the municipal court, that's law, so it's basically, you're going to get the same answers no matter what. But, like, for instance, you
Why
got...
don't you go to the state capitol and ask them why it's law?
Huh?
Why don't you go to the state capitol and ask them why it's law?
Oh, I have been to the state capitol several times.
What happened there?
Huh?
What happened there?
Usually I get followed by the state police because they know me.
Do they just follow you around over there?
They just follow me around. First time, or one of the times that I went there, they told a guy that I was with that was a Muslim he couldn't wear his head garment. And we had a big, there's an argument over that. There's like 4 of us.
Why couldn't he do it?
Because he's Muslim.
What difference does that make? Do we not have freedom of religion in this country?
Yeah, we were supposed to. And then, what was that? I got between a female state trooper and her partner. And when she tried to go around, I just walked. I go, "Aren't you here to watch me? You sat there, your partner told you to watch me, right?"
So what's your plan for the rest of the day?
Oh, got a couple trips, and then later on we'll head back
This
to
is your
Portland.
second to the last stop. Where's the last stop at?
Huh?
Where's the last stop?
I want to go to the circuit courthouse and do the same thing.
Oh, up in Newport?
Yeah.
Yeah, we looked it up. We thought it would be in Lincoln City, but it's not.
Newport's the county seat, so that's
Yeah.
where the circuit court's gonna be. And then you guys going back to Portland?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, I'm a First Amendment activist. I believe in the First Amendment and stuff like that.
Sure.
So.
How long have you been in town?
Came in town yesterday about, 4 o'clock?
Where do you stay at in Lincoln City when you come to town?
We stayed in a motel last night.
Figured.
What is that?
Hotel or,
I don't know. Online and in person, it has 2 different names.
Yeah,
Online is like the Value Inn, and then in the city is like Travelodge.
yeah.
Yeah, it's weird.
We didn't want to stay anywhere expensive because we weren't, we were going to stay here a while. It'd go a little bit higher,
I
but
paid it, so.
right on.
But yeah, the courthouse is second. We got one stop between here and the courthouse. So.
Where's that going to be?
Your place?
My place? Police department?
Yep.
Okay. Well, we're pretty much all here, so.
You're pretty much
Yeah,
all
questions, go ahead and ask them. I'll try to answer them. So what other questions do you have?
Well, I'm not sure yet. I'll have to go over there.
You're thinking about it?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, but you know, the thing is that you know I like to film the police cars and the buildings and stuff like that.
Lincoln City police look nice. Their cars look better than Portland.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, which reminds me, Portland dropped their requirements down to a GED, and you can have.
I can go get a neck tattoo.
Yeah, and if you agree not to enforce the law, you could be a Portland police officer.
I think they still swore to uphold the law, didn't they?
Yeah, but you ever watch them during Antifa protests?
No.
They just watch them beat civilians up.
Yeah.
For no reason. They don't jump in or nothing.
They sat there and watched a 80-year-old couple that was driving by a protest. Due to their white and stuff like that, they were Nazis, and Antifa decided they would let them know about it and start beating on the car and stuff like that, trying to get them to go the wrong direction on the street.
Is that the kind of activism you do?
No.
No, he just records it. They go after him.
They go after me because I don't like that kind of stuff.
So you're like a street level news reporter then?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
No, I don't believe in I don't believe in assaulting people. I don't believe in beating people up. I believe if me and you have an issue, we could talk it out. Hey, how you doing? I'm video and audio recording, but I'm not videoing you. But the thing is that, yeah, they sit back and they watch Antifa do whatever they want to do. My son sat there and watched the fight, and the police car went by, looked, and then drove off.
Well, no, they were arguing. It was obvious it was going to be a fight. It was like 4 girls against one. They're all yelling. When I was like, I remember the cop was slowing down, and the one lady was like, "I'm not that bitch you want to fuck with." And all 4 of them hop off the car, and this cop was slowing down watching it, and then he just takes it right at the next corner and just speeds off the other way. Me and my friends watching it like lunchtime.
It's lunchtime.
It is lunch break.
Yeah.
Yeah, Portland police are known for that.
Yeah.
Well, they've been known for that. They do it on.
You know, there's some good Portland officers.
There are, but
You can't judge the few by the
Yeah.
the many by the actual few, right?
Yeah, and their hands are tied because the mayor doesn't want them to mess with Antifa.
Yeah. It's
So
gotta be a hard environment to work in.
it's got to be a.
I mean, I can just get off and I go hang out on the beach, right?
Yeah.
I know. That's what I told my dad. I was like, it's more chill over here. Like out in Portland, people just look at you like a dick and stuff. Out here, people are like, "Oh, hey, how's the morning going?" I have my dog and stuff. They're like, "Oh, cute dog," and then they talk about my dog, and then all the time they have dogs and they're from
Everybody's happy. They're on vacation.
Yeah, everybody's all happy over there. Where I'm from, everybody's like a dick.
But yeah, that's what it's. I mean, the mayor sat there and said, "Yeah, we don't want to heavy hand these protesters," so the protesters get away with all kinds of stuff. You know, they had a elderly guy, I suspect he was 70, 80 years old, that was a photographer, had a American flag hat on his head, and they beat him up and took and broke his camera equipment. I got a videotape of them beating down a mentally retarded guy. I got another video of them going after a lady in a wheelchair, and she was actually using a cane trying to keep them back.
That's why I moved away from that area.
That's why you moved away.
That's what I told my dad. I was thinking about moving here in like a year or two. I'm working right now. I was thinking about saving up and then just moving out here. I even told one of my friends he doesn't like that there's like a lot of violence over there. He wants to stay somewhere that's peaceful and stuff. I'm like, man, this is the best spot right here that I could think of. You know, I've been in Vancouver. There's some violent spots over there. Over here, it's just all peaceful and everything.
I used to live in the St. John neighborhood.
I used to live in St. John's too in North Portland, and then I moved to Southeast Portland I live at 137th and Stark now, which is Stark is towards for getting criminals. But yeah, it's not a really good area, but yeah.
I grew up in Rockwood area.
Yeah, I live right down the street from Rockwood. Rockwood's 187th and Stark, and I stay at 137, so it's like a couple miles away, 2.5 miles. And it's on the same street, but it's crazy. I like it over here. It's peaceful and everything like that.
Jeremy.
Hey, you guys going?
Good. How are you?
Good.
Final days of Ephesus, right?
Yep.
Yay.
It's a great city to be in.
Well, there's a little nasty today, but when it's nice outside and
Yeah.
sunny.
No, I try not to be hard. You
A
know,
couple of times I got arrested.
when people go, "Well, I don't want to answer the question," I'm like, "Well, it's a good question, isn't it?"
Where we at?
I'm good.
We're good? All right, man. All right, good to meet you.
All right, good to meet you.
Have a good rest of your day,
I'll
guys.
look for myself.
Safe
on
travels.
YouTube.
All right.
Take it easy.
Robert West, right?
Yeah. This is Bobby from the police signing off.